Hi people, hello fans, how are you guys doing? This story is about this Afiba husband who came out to defend his late wife. You guys are familiar with the story over this Mr. Andrew about Celine and Afiba, those two ladies that went to Abia State to go and visit the man they met online. According to the story that Afiba is even married, the question is that wetin make Afiba comot for Ghana come Nigeria go Abia State escort her friend go dat kind place. So now according to the chat, he's not the husband, the late husband to Afiba is saying that this Mr. Andrew can do anything just for money, that he is the one that even did all those tests that people are saying that they were making a deal over 1 million and blah blah blah. So on this video guys, just chill and let's listen to the side of the husband of late Afiba. This man, I could really see that he's an understanding man, he's a lovely guy anyway. But the truth of the matter, there was a video that was trending over this Mr. Andrew. Stitches were all over his body as he take by. People come dey ask say, how come when they take stitch the man? Because Nigerians were demanding that, okay, if you say that this man don kpai, una show us the picture where the man take by. So they now show the picture of where Mr. Andrew when he take by. People come confirm and say he don really kpai. So let's hear the side of Afi.
Send the squad to the to Aba or whatever it is, and they can take custody of Andrew, because the Aba police, obviously, they're just ridiculous. I've been calling them, speaking to them, trying to do my best, and they tell me, oh, you know what, Selin might be playing pranks on us, and she just came on Snapchat, and none of that is true. None of that is true. She has never been online, and none of that is true. So they were even favoring Andrew all this time. They were with him all the time. He had his phone in the cell. And this is really ridiculous. No police on this planet would ever do such a ridiculous thing. None of the police would ever do this. He had his phone in the cell. He was well fed. He was well groomed. He was well dressed. And he was doing whatever he wants. And he was watching all the allegations against him. And he was creating a compelling story to the public so he can flee from it. That's why I'm saying all of this is a lie. Andrew has created a scenario in his head. He's a psychopath. The way he laid the ladies, the way he laid my wife. I know how my wife sleeps, actually. This is an abnormal. She's not lying normally. She's not lying normally. Why is her breast covered with the wig? This is really on purpose. It's scripted. It's scripted. It's like a movie. One matter of fact, I just want to bring this up. You know these mermaids in movies, they cover their boobs with some with hair extensions. And so this is what psychopaths do. I've read a lot of books about these kind of people and what can go through their minds. They are smarter than the average people, and a lot of scenarios can go through their minds, and they can really be covering up everything. Why is the nakedness of the ladies not showing in the video? Neither of them. The body is perfectly positioned that it covers Selin's body and it covers her body too, which means he knows he's sending this video to the public. And he knows that this video is, if it's published on Facebook or Instagram, it would be taken down because of nudity. So he covered these things. So this would always be on social media and would never be taken down. These are not only assumptions you're making. The very first assumptions we made since day one were all right. 95% of the assumptions we made about Andrew since day one, myself and Selin's boyfriend, were 90% right. We are not saying we are smart. We are not saying we are investigators. But we just think logic and we want to say the truth. So what has been happening now, there's a lot of dragging, there's a lot of delaying in times, there's a lot of non-taking action.
Guys, this story is complicated though. You listen to what the man said, that Celine Evo has a boyfriend, she has a boyfriend. So wetin make two of them still go meet this one? No be oju kokoro be that.
When Andrew was in custody on the 7th of May, on the 8th of May, I'm sorry, he was held on the 8th of May. The police was outside of his house. And they stood up about like 8 hours trying to enter from the building from the top. And he said, if you break the door on me, I will shoot myself. Why would you want to shoot yourself if you don't know that you did something so bad that would take you 50 years in prison to recover from it? Why is the public not asking all these questions? Why is the public not asking all these questions? We have to wake up. This is a full story. It's a made-up story. This guy is a criminal. He's been doing this for a lot of ladies, and he's been covering up. All his neighbors have to be questioned. All his neighbors. The CCTV camera in that state has to be even tracked. There's a CCTV camera in the state where the compound he's in. All that needs to be tracked. All that needs to be tracked. Why is his house bulletproof? Why is the police not asking all these questions? This guy knows what he's doing very well, and he's been prepared for it. Then the video that my wife sent shows two pillows on a chair, and it's like that someone was making himself comfortable, and you could see pieces of plastic broken on the ground, which means some struggling was happening there. Some struggling was happening there. As the first victim that went to testify in Abuja, I don't want to mention her name, she said immediately she entered his house, she got knocked off. He punched her in the face. He started beating her. Exactly. So what we want to know, what we want to point at is, since that Andrew, I want to bring two things before I close this call. Two things. First, if that Andrew is saying that they left his house, who was viewing my messages sent to my wife? Who was blue ticking me? Blue ticking means viewed the message, read the message.
Reading it, yeah.
I was sending my wife messages. He was viewing the messages and he was never replying. He was never replying the messages. And that was until he was arrested on the 8th of May. That guy stopped viewing the messages. The day he was arrested, she went offline forever. He was the one checking everything. He was playing. He was trying to create a compelling.
Yes, he had their phones. He had their phones. And I can ideally tell you that when the police were saying they found the phones in Owerri, maybe he locked them up, went to another location. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But obviously, it is very obvious that he has their phones with him, and then he tries to see what is going on, who is trying to reach out, what he's trying to monitor. That guy is a psycho. He can sit down to calculate anything.
I'm an engineer. And I can tell you two things from all this case. It doesn't add up. First, you can change your IP address without going to another location. You can change your location of where I am now. I could literally put myself in America. Second thing, this car is an E2020 220 Mercedes-Benz 2017. That car doesn't have the technology which is called MBUX of Mercedes, which has facial recognition. That car doesn't have it. It's the low model of Mercedes. It's not the S-Class. It's the S-Class and the Maybach that has these options. It doesn't have it. And these people lied. They said, oh, they had to put him in the seat so that the car would recognize him. I'm sorry to say, it's a lie. It's a complete lie. I'm telling you this. This technology doesn't exist in 2017 in Mercedes cars, especially this model.
We believe you.
Going back to the other thing, going back to the excuse me. So he had their phones. He was creating a compelling story to the public because he knew that what he has done. All right. So we want to know the dates that he sent these messages. And he said, "Oh, when can you come to this?" And then there's that 1 million naira. Whatever. We want to see the dates because he could have used their phones, chatted himself from Selin's phone, replied the message, chatted himself again, replied the message.
I agree
if
with
you look
you.
at the time,
Possible. I agree with
look at
you.
the times. These minutes, it's just in the same minute he's replying. And those are not replies of Selin. I spoke to a family, I spoke to a boyfriend. She doesn't reply that way. That's an English reply from an English man. That's not a Nigerian lady's reply. Okay. Nigerian ladies reply a certain way. This is a clearly English reply. He was the person doing all this. And let's bring it up. Let him bring it up. I'm very sure that a lot
honestly, this Amphibia's husband is very intelligent. You guys can listen to the points he's bringing at. Kindly help me to share this video. Thank you.